And we move on now to day 32 of the oil spill in the Gulf. Authorities closed a popular public beach. Thick globs of oil spread on it like melted chocolate on the sand. Meanwhile, BP has said it is not capturing as much oil from that one pipe as it thought. Not the 5,000 gallons, but about half that. And on Tuesday, the company will try a plan to seal the well entirely. Another plan, pumping mud and concrete into the leaking equipment. And today, Matt Gutman has been investigating another question. How much control does BP have over the investigation? Matt?
And tonight, Diane, we also learned that the EPA is weighing a ban against BP against all offshore and any drilling on federal land, and that includes the Gulf of Mexico. Seen from space, the tentacles of BP's oil spill coil around the Gulf Coast. And here on the ground, almost everything seems to be in the company's grip. With an army of 20,000 employees working on the response, some are questioning if BP is exerting too much influence on everything, including the information flowing out of the Gulf. The labs being used to test everything from water to wildlife are all paid for by BP, something now met with resistance from scientists.
The federal agencies that have been tasked with protecting the environment have subrogated their duties to BP.
From the minutia of science to the halls of Congress, BP has powerful influence all over this operation.
BP still has control over where that information goes, what information is gathered, that sort of thing. It needs to be completely independent.
The world's fourth largest company had shelled out $20 million on Washington lobbying in 2009 and has some big political guns on its Special Advisory Council. Former White House Majority Leader Tom Daschle and former EPA Director Christine Whitman. And less than a year ago, a former BP exec was appointed to head a division of the Minerals Management Service, the very federal body meant to police oil drilling.
The oil and gas industry has had an extraordinary power over particularly the Department of Interior, but the government in general. And you've seen it across agencies and in the Congress. And now we're seeing the impact of that.
BP controls the cleanup. It has taken the lead in deploying skimmers, methods used to cap the well, and until today had sole discretion in the dumping of dispersants on the oil, which the EPA now says were too toxic. So why did they choose that chemical?
We're following through unified command of what dispersants unified command believes would be the best dispersants to use.
And the company had effective veto power on the information released about the spill until Congress strong-armed it to release this live video. And it should be mentioned, and BP has said all along that every decision it has made was in collaboration with the U.S. government and other federal authorities, Diane.
And thank you, Matt.